Welcome to the Take It Home podcast, the podcast so bad we really should just take it home. I am one of your hosts, Doc Simmons. You can find me on all social media at Doc Simmons17. Tonight, I've got two very handsome gentlemen with me. I'll give the hot tag to my partner. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Zach Hendricks. Find me on all social media at Z Hendricks Brand. And of course, if you love us together, check us out at Country Air Official for Facebook and Instagram, or Country Air Brand on Twitter. And I'll pass it up to the Senior Official.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rep Perch. You can find me at PerchXLV, # for the Rep Brand, and Waffles. Take It Home podcast.
Waffles. How was the breakfast this week, fellas? I did not have any waffles, but I had some delicious, scrumptious, appetizing sausage and egg biscuits.
Oh, nice.
The only waffles I took down was a big waffle cone, some ice cream over the weekend, mint chocolate chip, primo, and a waffle cone, even better.
Like I had me an ice cream sandwich that was very satisfying. Cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream sando.
Yep. Hit the spot. Needed that after that. That was my little treat when I got home on Sunday.
Oh, nice.
Have a little ice cream sandwich. Enjoyed myself.
Primo.
And then waffles have been kind of hard to come by recently, only because we bought a new freezer. We have a stand-up freezer now. And it is packed with breakfast meats. So it's been sausage and egg combinations a lot lately. No time for carbs.
Yeah.
Just trying to clog my arteries. Well, Perch, it's a recording day. You know what time it is. Why don't you give us a banger of the week?
Oh man, banger of the week. This week was a Windows Up, kind of as loud as it gets kind of song. The one that was around back in the day, but when it's just right. We're going back to Mary J. Blige, Family Affair.
Ooh.
That beat alone is just as good as an instrumental gets. And she's phenomenal. It's like a song you've heard a million times, but when it hits just right, it hits just right. And one that I think it was probably that Super Bowl time just gave me a whole new perspective on Mary J. and opened my eyes to her music. Definitely have a few of her CDs. Probably mom had them back in the day, but yeah, Mary J. Blige kills it. And Family Affair, give it a listen. It's definitely recognizable song, but listen to that beat and appreciate it again.
That is especially for her, she is unfortunately, I feel, one of those artists who is much better when they're heartbroken and going through things in life. And I think that is a rare, not sad Mary J that hits.
Ooh, so no more drama era Mary J.
Yeah.
That's some good Mary J. Blige.
Yeah, when you get her when she was on her independent strengthening herself, that was a rare, good, happy Mary J. Usually you need that hurt, fuck all guys Mary J, but that was a good run.
I think that sweet spot that I like is at like early 2000s Mary J. Blige. She really had it going on.
Which is fair, but that like 94 to 96 run is really freaking good too.
Ooh, I'll have to go back and give that a listen too.
That's where you get her and Meth are in that time period. So
okay.
So You're All I Need is in there. So definitely, yeah. Check like 94, 90 through 96. That's a good run of Mary.
Good. Definitely some good bumping music on the roads and yeah, Mary J. Blige, full blown. My eyes are open to how good her music is.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
Bangers.
Awesome. Yep. And that's the point of banger of the week is to put some more fire in your ear, put some more flavor in your ear, as one Public Enemy would say. All right, fellas. I have actually watched a shit ton of wrestling this week. I was home a lot more and more watching videos, but I would be very interested to see what y'all watched this week. Why don't we start with you, Perch?
Man, should unbelievable against the man Page. Takeshita or
Yeah. Ganosuke Takeshita. Yeah, that was a good one.
Dude, like a wrestling fan my entire life, to bring someone in who I've never heard of and to just blow me away like that. That dude is phenomenal. Want to see more of him. Put on a good match against Hangman. But that was like the big takeaway this week was holy smokes, this dude is fun to watch. And he came in, I think I saw clips of him from the week before, maybe on Dark or on Rampage. But to see him on Wednesday night, awesome match. The other was the Jeff Hardy action. Just seeing him give everything he's got, modern day, realizing this is a dream match right here. A match that people growing up in different eras would have always wanted. And we got to see it right there. It's very cool to see, life flashing before the eyes as a wrestling fan.
Yep.
And then big fan of the Dante and Matt Seidel against Moxley and Danielson from Friday night. They closed out that Rampage with a banger of a main event. They put the whooping on those guys. Everyone, by the end of it, beat the hell out of each other in a good way. Good spirit of the fight. Dante in that submission was, he had that crowd on their feet, cheering for him to come out of it. And he did. And he hits a comeback and drops the backflip on Moxley and a close two. Hell of a fight. Damn good match. I really enjoyed it. Fun action throughout the week.
All right, Zach, what have you been watching?
I'm gonna be honest, this week was kind of like I didn't watch much, was more had a lot of stuff doing with work and getting ready for a long weekend. And I feel like I watched some clips. I didn't watch a lot of like wrestling this week.
That's fair. You've probably seen it on YouTube. I mean, Ring of Honor started putting it out a couple years ago, but they have those things where it's like the 3 most brutal Samoa Joe matches and the 3 most phenomenal AJ style matches. So I've actually been going through that playlist. And it's been real good. I've watched the Samoa Joe and the AJ Styles one. I am watching the CM Punk one, which is, important for me in wrestling history because this got brought up last week. I fell out of wrestling during Punk's rise. So him coming back to me is, I don't feel it. It doesn't mean as much to me. So it's good to go back and watch some of this stuff. But what's most importantly I've noticed out of this, and it's being said a lot and can't be said enough, is Alex Shelley is damn freaking good. Two of the matches that stand out on what I've watched is AJ Styles versus Alex Shelley and CM Punk versus Alex Shelley. That, like I said, I'm not a huge CM Punk fan, and that was probably the best match of his 3 that I saw. The Roderick Strong one is pretty good too, but I love me some Alex Shelley. The Kevin Steen ones, that was a good one to watch because I got back into wrestling as he was going to NXT. And he was one that I watched a lot of promos in, and that got me interested, more so on the promo side of wrestling. So it was good to see him and Generico go at it in that ladder match. So that was another good one to stand out. And of course, all 3 AJ Styles matches are great. Him and Jay Lethal, him and Shelley. I forget who the third one was, but those 2 were best. And of course, you get Samoa Joe and Kabashi, which is an ROH classic that I've already seen multiple times, but seeing it again is always a good thing. So yep, just lots of ROH this week. caught a little bit of Dynamite last week. Haven't caught Rampage yet. Working through it, but really enjoyed the wrestling that I watched this week. Learned a lot. And
That's a good action. What a good era of wrestling to watch. That style, drives a lot of the wrestling that we watch today. And the top of the independent circuit, at least the shows that we're working and on, those matchups that you mentioned, had a lot of influence for them, and they've definitely influenced a lot of people since.
Yep. And and it's from like all the matches are from like completely different years. So even then you get to see the evolution of style and something that I enjoy, a little nerd thing, is how promotions evolve in presentation. And just, seeing as Ring of Honor got more popular, just how the setup changed and, stages and lighting and things. That's always very interesting to me, just how promotions figure that out. Everybody does it a little different. Everybody, has their cameraman positioned a little different. So that's always interesting to me because it does make a bit of an effect on the viewer subconsciously, whether they know it or not.
Oh, it does. And different managers behind the scenes who like to present wrestling in a different way. And some are super precise, some are more laid back. And it's fascinating stuff.
No, it was really good. But why don't we get on to some funner things? And that would be what we did this past weekend. We'll start with you, Perch, again, because I know you had kind of a light weekend, but a very exciting weekend. Let's start off hot.
Yeah. We had a good show on Friday night at Logan Square Auditorium in downtown Chicago for a sold-out freelance wrestling on IWTV. Very fun to be back at Logan Square Auditorium. And the freelance shows are always such a good vibe, good energy. It's always a party atmosphere. And it was the big over-the-top rope rumble was the main event of the evening. So a 30-man rumble. Earlier in the night, I had a tag team championship match. It was Darius Luttrell and Coda against the Bang Bros against the Take It Home Wreckers. And it was a wild tag team match. Big feud between all those guys. And tough to control it and to keep it under control. I tried the best I could, but by the end of it, just about everyone was outside the ring, and Darius Luttrell picked me up over his head. He's like
about 8-10 feet in the air, brother.
Dude's like 6'7", 6'8".
Giant of a man.
And hoisted me up into the old gorilla press slam and tossed me outside the ring onto 5 other guys. Like your own teammate to win, but he threw me on. And as I was midair, I kind of called the bell and threw the match out. I didn't know what to do. Chaos, pure chaos. So the titles, the ending scene, I snatched them, and they all left. So no one has got the titles anymore. Setting up for a big ladder match next show, which would be pretty cool. And then the next match I had, Bounty Hunter Brian Keith challenging Ego Robert Anthony for the Freelance Legacy title. And with Frank the Clown on the outside, Ego has gotten away with everything so far. So this match was going back and forth. By the end of it, Frank tried to get involved and made sure that he didn't. And Brian Keith ended up picking up the victory. Wild scene. Awesome roar from the crowd. They could feel it. It was pretty damn cool. Ego got his that night. Frank got his that night. The crowd was roaring. It was fun. The Rumble ended up happening and it was a 30-man, so it was a long, probably about an hour-long rumble. All four of us referees out there. Referee Sam was in the house, a ref who I've learned from a lot. Good dude. And a couple of younger referees, guys, first time reffing, Ned and DJ, who's been reffing the past maybe 6 months or so, training to be a wrestler. So a good crew, great guys. So the rumble's going on, and lots of people. Colt Cabana was in it for a little bit.
Chicago Brawler.
Just people you've seen from all over. And before he knew it, number 24 got called, and it was Ref Perch. So, to my surprise, I hopped up and kind of confused. I took off my referee's jacket and threw it on the ground, and the crowd was pretty hyped, and I could feel the electricity from the audience, from the arena, from everything. And before you knew it, I was on my back looking up at the lights with my feet up in the air, trying to answer a 10 count because everyone in the ring was counting me out because I completely biffed it on the apron and fell ass over tea kettle, and I was legitimately having to answer a 10 count. Don't know what would have happened if it counted to 10, but in a rumble where the crowd was all night, I got up hyped enough to count up to 10. And I looked to the rest and said, "Hey, grab me that water." And one of them tossed me a water bottle. I hopped up onto that apron, Triple H that water bottle, and went a full 150 balls to the wall, and hopped over that top rope, and yeah, went about a 2-minute spree of unleashing the fury. And a cool video that's out there on the social medias, and yeah, ended up dropping a classic head scissors kip up combo, which was fun. Very, very fun, of all random things. And got tossed out by Alfonso. So it was a
The
whirlwind,
villain.
crazy, the highs, the lows, the roller coaster ride, thrill ride. By the end of it, I was pooped. And yeah, it was a great time overall. Definitely footage and videos out there. The hype was wild. A fun scene and a cool freelance experience, and I really enjoyed it. But yeah, then spent the next couple days really recovering and getting back to the grindstone of referee roots. Every once in a while, the straw gets pulled to be in a match, but we're going right back to the roots. Meant to be a ref for a reason.
Well, nice. No, yeah, camera guy gimmick. Uploaded some pictures, and we got to see your Triple H. There's a good head scissors one. So yeah. Little Perchy running wild all over their candy asses.
The battle is about how hard you get hit, how hard you can get hit and keep coming back.
Yep.
Because you got to go on a moment's notice.
All right, and Zach, we had a long one.
Yes, we did. Nice little triple shot this weekend.
Yes, sir. Friday, we were at Chicago Style Wrestling for Turn It Up with Scotty Too Hottie.
Oh yeah, just Scotty. The we unfortunately didn't make it to the seminar. Had to be adults and work real life jobs.
Bullshit.
But for those who did, I know a lot of the guys who said they did the seminar said it was very beneficial. They got to pick Scotty Too Hottie's brain, and that's a guy who's been in the performance center for years helping out new talent with their character and all that. So like, just to be able to sit there, let's like have him give you all that knowledge. Like, those guys who took advantage of it. Good, congrats to you guys. CSW. What has it been like? What, a year?
Feels like it. Just about.
We haven't been at CSW for a long ass time. We made our longer way to return. Beat up 2 old guys, and at the end, though, unfortunately, did not secure the W.
Yeah.
The W was lost.
I mean, they had 2 guys in there for way longer than 5 seconds.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
tag team wrestling guys.
There's a basic rule of 1, 2, 3. By 3 or 4, you get out of the ring, not 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, I'm not saying this has anything to do with it, but one of the guys we lost to was also handing out the envelopes at the end of the night. So I'm not saying there's any correlation. I'm just saying there's a little bit of collusion out here.
Yeah.
People, no respect.
Yep. But good to be back at CSW. It was good to see everybody. I mean, like, we've seen people around, but we're all blossoming into wrestlers, so we see each other at different venues now. So it was good to go back and see the CSW crew.
Try and jump into their home territory instead of them coming up to ours.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Been a hot minute, but after that, where we found the respect was down in Sterling, Illinois.
Yes, sir.
Where we took on the Academy. A team that we haven't beat, I don't think, ever at
No, we were 0-3 going into this.
0-3, kind of like it was a kryptonite. 0-3, trying to wrestle for the tag team championships. Belts we held, I think, with a lot of respect, a lot of honor. Looking to do it again. And, when you talk about respect, there's a lot of lack of respect, especially from Tyler Pregel. As we're doing our entrance, for those who don't know, old school entrances are when you come out to the ring, both competitors are in the ring, both teams are in the ring, and they announce, they'll announce you in the ring for the championships. Well, while we were getting our introduction, showing off, letting the fans know not only can we wrestle cool, we look cool in poses for the photos.
Yep.
We were blindsided.
Poses.
We were blindsided. I took a backbreaker and a double stomp onto the floor, like fit back of my head, smack the concrete. It's damn near out the whole match.
Yep. They brought the fight to us, and we tried to take the fight to them. Eventually, we're able to fight them off. Zach works his way back to the ring, and we start raising some hell.
Yes, sir. Raising hell. And for those who pay attention to the social medias, there's a reason why Mr. Tito has a picture with the Zawa Live Tag Team Championships. We are now the 2-time Zawa Live Tag Team Champions. So, Hartenbauer, Doc Simmons is looking to be a Grand Slam champion there.
Yep.
I wouldn't mind collecting other gold as well, but Doc's been a 2-time fireweight, 2-time tag.
Yep.
Be a 2-time heavyweight without getting it the first time.
Yep. So Hartenbauer got my eye on you. When the Mr. Zawa Live title comes back around, I'll be looking at that. I want it all.
And guys,
Blair,
I look good.
Don't think you're safe.
Blair, I have long hair. I'll damn near shave off this beard.
Yep, we're coming for them all. Lieutenant Dan.
I want to see
Lieutenant
Doc
Dan.
Simmons, Doc Simmons versus Hartenbauer, Muscle Buster versus the Spear.
Oh, you want me to break out the Muscle Buster? I haven't broken that out a little bit.
That kid called for it that one time and you delivered it. I think that would be what you would have to bring out against a Hartenbauer feud is the Muscle Buster.
I can bring out the Muscle Buster. It's been a minute since I brought it out. I might have to bring that out.
I would enjoy the feud. I would buy a ticket.
Yeah, I hit Mr. Michelob Ultra himself with a muscle buster. I don't care. But always fun time at Zawa. The fans always show us so much love. We can't possibly put into words like how much that means to us. Y'all are great.
Yeah.
We're very happy to be your champions.
Yep. Your two-time Zawa Live Tag Team Champions.
And you know where else we're two-time tag champs?
ICW.
Yes, sir.
Baby, Sunday, ICW Sunday. Man, did that feel right? I haven't done ICW on a Sunday since the Lapika days where you show up at 10 a.m. fully in gear for setup. It felt like Lapika all over again. Guys, with the weather being nice, the locker room expanded to the outside, which was much needed because that's a very tiny locker room. But hanging out, had like a Sunday family reunion. Everyone was hanging out, having a good time. Doc Simmons and I were getting ready to take on the Dark Match Mafia, Nell Dillinger, Juan Hernandez, and then I think Nell Dillinger and Juan Hernandez realized we were ready to take on the Dark Match Mafia. I don't know if they were ready to take on Country Air because we ended up finding out that they didn't show, and we found ourselves in a fatal four-way tag team elimination match for our championships against Trevor LLC Gordon and Craig Covenant, the team of Simon Says and Armando Alvarez, and probably a team with one of the best entrance songs in ICW right now. The Kodiak and not Tim, but Troy Storm coming out to that Peacemaker theme song.
They were certainly hot for them. Very, very, very hot for Kodiak and Storm.
Yes, sir. But Kodiak, Tim, they might have been hot for you, but your mama's favorites. You know what we did? We wanted to prove our dominance as an ICW tag team champion. Our first run, we became the longest reigning ICW tag team champions. Since now that we have these belts back, we said we're willing to defend it anywhere to anyone, no matter the numbers or whatever. We proved that Sunday because not only do we defend these belts and we're still are your ICW tag team champions, we eliminated all three teams on our own.
Yep. It wasn't easy, but we got the job done. We are champions with pride, and we want to make sure that this second run is even better than the first. So we went in there with a plan, executed it to near perfection, and took out all other three teams.
Yes, sir. Showing everyone why we're back.
Yep, why we're back, why we're the two-time tag champs, and why we ain't gonna drop them.
Yes, sir. But yeah, that was our weekend. Nice triple shot. 2 triple shots in a row. The body's feeling good.
Yep.
Monday. Yeah.
Yeah, Monday is a bit of a bitch, but hey, we made it through.
Speaking of treating yourself, before we go to our next segment, did you guys ever watch Chippendale?
Yes, I do want to watch the movie.
Bro,
I've heard it's good.
When you watch it, you can't take your head away or there's so many cameos and stuff.
I've heard it's good.
It's a modern day version of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, in my opinion.
Oh, awesome. I love Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, you're definitely get that vibe with this, but yeah, it's very good. Very good. Definitely say that's definitely I watched that yesterday after the show when I finally got home and laid down, put it on, and man, was I not disappointed.
Awesome. Yeah, I've heard good things, so really excited.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of things you're like, it's just random, but will make you laugh.
Good. Good. No, yeah, I love Rescue Rangers as a kid, so this will be good.
I'm on culture. I didn't watch it when I was little.
Oh, it happens. We're working on you. And let's get to working on the topic of the week. Last week, I brought up how Randy Orton has talked about how, he's going to be the next Undertaker. He's going to be the one that's always there. Roman Reigns and all these other guys will go on to do movies, but he'll be the guy that's always there. So this week, I wanted to ask, who besides Randy Orton do you think can be that next Undertaker, like full lifer WWE, that this is the one that generations have seen and will always believe? I'll go first this time because I'm the host. So my pick is a younger guy that I think has recently shown just how committed he is to the company, and that's Pete Dunn, aka Butch. Gotta admit, when the Butch character was first introduced, was a bit disappointed, but he's made it work. It's just another version of him. I've heard from other wrestlers about Pete Dunne when he was out on the indies, and this was his dream, and it really feels like he's going to do whatever it takes to make it work for him. So I think he's got the drive. I think he's got the work ethic. I think right now he's showing the range. I think that, yeah, he's going to be one of those guys that's 30, 40 years just WWE from now on.
I'll go next. I think the obvious choice is like Edge, but like I want to go with, like, of course, somebody younger as well. Not too young, not as young as Pete Dunne, but I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins seems to always reinvent himself. No matter what he's doing, it's working. He just seems like a WWE guy through and through. There's those dream matches you want to see him at AEW, but I just think Seth Rollins is probably going to be like a WWE lifer. They treat him well. He started his family there, so yeah, I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins as the next kind of Undertaker field guy.
And Perch, who's your pick?
Yeah, good question, because it's something where there's people we want to see hang on and stay with them and watch them be used at the highest abilities, and someone who I would love to see stay with the company and continue on and prosper to far great heights, and I think a strong future too would be Otis. I really think he's great, whether singles or tag team. Just a good sized guy, and enough of a what you're getting with him. There's always for a large, a monster sized guy, and he can do monstrous things. But as far as like a legend, he's got nothing etched in stone. It's, you never know who could go at any point, but I would love to see a guy like Otis hang on and prosper, and love to see the company, find something for him and him to give everything he's got, because he's a cool pro wrestler. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, no, I think all of our picks have shown like they have range where they can kind of so far been able to change themselves to kind of stay relevant. I mean, Otis is one of those cases where it's like, oh man, his face run was so good, but put him in a heel team with Chad Gable, this has been pretty good too. Yeah, like you said, Rollins reinvents himself all the time. Seth freaking Rollins, Kingslayer, freaking Monday Night Rollins. So, these are guys who have worked within the changes that the system has given them, and still, been able to stay in their lane and do something with it. So I think it's an interesting thing, because we see all these cuts, so it feels like a lot of people, it just seems like it's so hard to ride the wave. But some people are out there doing it. People are flowing with it. It's good to see. Okay. All right. On to more happy and not prophetic talk. Why don't we talk about what we got going on this weekend? Zach, let us start.
Yes, sir. Friday, Fourth Wall Wrestling. We're going to defend our golden jackets, and for those who've been paying attention to the social medias, I mean, it's not exactly his desired dream match, but Dre does want to lock up with Evil Sierra, so we'll have a little taste of that with when we defend our jackets to the Jet, Joey Jet Avalon, and Sierra. I don't expect this to have I believe from the gate, this just could be fire at all cylinders. I think the fans are going to be I don't imagine any team slowing down. So, I mean, we're going to have to be on our A game because we know Joey and Sarah are coming off a big weekend. They got to wrestle Scarlett Vode and Killer Cross. Joey's got to wrestle Sky Too Hottie. He's been on fire lately, so we gotta put a little extinguish out there because we're just as hot.
Yeah, and we have worked them at the tag, though. Yeah, I would like to work her one-on-one, but with all these big matches Joey's been taking on, I hope he's not overlooking us. We've wrestled them once before, and they came up, so we're the champions. We're coming into this hungry. We're trying to right some wrongs as far as I see it.
Yes, sir. And then speaking of righting some wrongs, we did it last month, and now it's time to end it with the exclamation point. Saturday, we go back down to Mattoon, Illinois, where we take on the Premier. But this time it is for the 0-1 USA Tag Team Championships. Last month is supposed to be a title opportunity for us. The Premier decided we were not worthy of a title opportunity. Everyone has the right to their opinion, I guess.
I know. You're trying to bring logic into wrestling. Fuck those guys.
Yeah, screw those guys. Out here trying to. I mean, I think 0-1 USA, the fans are all calling for it. I think the Premier is getting bigger than what they think they are. They think they run 0-1, and arguably right now they control the titles. So in a way they do. We need I don't know how long has Campbell and SK held those belts? Like
a year and a half.
Year and a half. I mean, not gonna lie, they've beaten us once. We've beaten them once on a tag match. We're looking to prove to everyone that we are the next champions, and we're gonna do that this Saturday when we win the belts.
That's right. Hope you guys bring matching tag gear this time, bitches.
Yeah, we're gonna be matching even more.
Yep.
I don't know how, but
yeah, but we'll figure it out. I'll grow my hair out by then. And with that, I think we can take it home.
Perch, what do you got this weekend?
Oh God, yeah, I forgot about Perch. Sorry.
Oh yeah, it's a fun weekend coming up. Kicking it off Friday night in Kansas City for Journey Pro Wrestling. Be my first time out there, and looking forward to it. Headlocks for the Cure, I believe, is the show. So maybe a benefit show. Really looking forward to it. So going right from Kansas City over to St. Louis, Missouri for Warrior Wrestling. However, I think Collinsville, which is just on the border where it's still St. Louis area, but where Ring of Honor used to run. Yep, should be a fun Warrior show on Saturday, and that'll be on Fight TV, probably 7:30, and it should be a good time. And then off to Chicago for Sunday on the ride home for Cali Lucha Libre Mole de Mayo Fest.
Ooh.
Big festival going on this Saturday and Sunday, and it works out coming from Kansas City to St. Louis to go right through Chicago and hit up Mole de Mayo Fest for a nice 3 p.m. afternoon show.
That works out nice. Not a bad
It's
car
gonna be
ride.
fun.
Like that Friday
It's
one
gonna
is
be
long.
fun.
They're like 7 hours away, but
Yeah.
for me, they're like 7 hours away. So from you, it might be a little longer. But
Yeah.
at least the
Yep,
drive
straight
back,
up.
your trip back ain't that bad.
It's a nice loop.
Yeah, yeah. That first one's a doozy, but after that, it's pretty good.
Yep. Yeah. So really looking forward to it. It'll be a good time all around, and should be good crowds and fun wrestling, different styles.
Hell yeah. All right, and with that, I think we can take it home. Zach, any final thoughts or questions?
Nothing really, no.
Perch, final thoughts or questions?
Stay tuned for Muta. He's coming back.
Yeah.
Slowly and surely.
Yep. Yeah, news did drop. It seems like he's doing a lot better. It seems like he's coming back. Hell yeah.
News is going out. Things are happening. Most importantly, he must be healthy, which is awesome.
And also apparently Triple H is feeling better and I believe returning to work.
And that's the big thing too, is the stability is coming back a little bit at a time.
Yes, sir.
Like hearing that from our legends. And if it means you have to shift up what you're doing or change your routine, all the blessings to you, because we've already given so much. And they still find ways to give more.
Yes, sir. And with that, be sure to like, share, subscribe, follow us on all the social medias, follow the promotions that book us, and tell other promotions to book us. This has been the Take It Home podcast. Y'all
Muscle Buster!
bringing it back. Y'all be easy. 1.